Everyone, good early Sunday morning. It is 12:42 Sunday morning, just past midnight on Saturday night. We've had a really busy day here. Been tracking storms, Warren Sears and I, for hours this afternoon. We had a lot of tornado warnings, and we did have a couple of confirmed tornadoes, ones that were reported anyway. It'll take the National Weather Service some time to go out and do damage surveys, see what actually fell. Severe threats, pretty well done, and for the rest of the night, it's going to be the flood threat, the flash flood threat. We have some tremendous rain that's moving through not just Kansas City, but the surrounding area. You can see it right here. All right, so this is the event now. Not saying that we couldn't get a stray warning, but it doesn't. The atmosphere really got worked over quite a lot from what we saw earlier. It's stabilized, and the tornado threat is gone. Let me show you that. Here's our tornado threat. That's all the counties shaded in orange. That's all outside of the KCTV coverage area. It does continue in spots, just not directly for our viewing area. So it's all about the rainforest now. It's a tremendous amount of rain. And I'm going to walk you through what we can expect through the rest of tonight. First, let me show you some of the storm reports that we had from today. We had a number of them, so we just kind of do a quick review. This is the broad look. Had a number of tornado reports that crossed over from northeast Kansas and then into northern Missouri. So we actually had two that were up here near Gentry in Gentry County. And then there was another report over here in Lynn County, Missouri. We tracked that one. Had a whole bunch of warnings up here in north central, northeastern Missouri. And then another one that was down here. We tracked this one for quite a while. This actually caused a power flash and had some really powerful straight line winds with it too. It was back over here by Rich Hill. You can see these reports of power lines down or trees knocked over. That's what those mean. That was on the south side of Bates County. And then this cell moved eastward and produced a tornado that was southwest of Clinton. And then it continued to, we had a warning, though we don't have reports that anything dropped after it moved out of there. So no tornado warnings for the Kansas City Metro, but we did have a line of severe thunderstorms that came through, and we had a number of reports of power lines down, we had some trees down, that kind of thing. So the bigger thing, though, for Kansas City is the flood threat that we'll deal with overnight tonight. So let's work the radar, see what we have. We have a number of flash flood warnings ongoing as of right now. It's 1:45 in the morning. Heavy-duty stuff moving in from the south. Just a big mass of rain, but it's more focused south of Kansas City. Look at all the lightning strikes, the stronger thunderstorms there, and all this moisture. So it's really heavy stuff. Let me draw this. All this stuff's being pushed up to the north. Now they look really strong, but again, the severe threats really come down, and they won't remain this strong south of Kansas City as they punch north, but we're still going to have doses of heavy rain that surge up through there. So we still have some strong storms out there. Excuse me. Sorry, I've been talking on television too long today. But the main threat, again, is rain. Let's look at these warnings. Flash flood warning that's up here as we move by Chillicothe. Actually, Chillicothe, you are not in that, but that is a flash flood warning. Let's pull that one up for you. Just west of Kirksville. So that would be Lynn County, Missouri. That would be included with that. And then that starts to move out of our coverage area. There's Carroll County. Looks like Carroll County is included in that too. And we've got some more to our south. A lot of them down here to our south. So that'd be like Brookfield and Menden, places like that. That's actually technically just outside of our official viewing area. Anyway, let's get to the south. All of these down here, flash flood warnings. So I got to say, Cass County, or not Cass, but Bates County and Lynn County, Kansas. Lynn County, Kansas, Bates County, Missouri, been just hammered with rain this evening and today. And it's ongoing now. These storms that are moving through here are producing rain rates of about 3 inches per hour. So if they were to stay in one spot for an hour, it would produce 3 inches. That's a lot of rain in a short amount of time. And they've already had in some locations like 4 inches down here. There's reports of like highways that are shut down in Bates County because water's crossing over the road, so flash flood warnings there. And then it looks like we have Johnson County and then Benton County that is included in that as well. So strong stuff there, and heavy thunderstorms, but not severe. Big old bunch of them. Look, let's pull this out. You can see there's still more that's down in southeast Kansas. In fact, all this extends. Let me change the radar for you, get you the full view. So you can see this fire hose of rain moving in and out. Oklahoma's had a bad day with tornadoes, and it continues with that threat tonight. But all that rain from that complex still surging up to the north, still moving toward us. So that means that this is going to be with us through the night. All this stuff still coming in. Don't worry about the severe risk. You can sleep okay tonight. But know that if you were to be out, flooded roads could be a problem. Flash flooding could be a problem. We've got some lakes that are, we've got a lot of lake communities around here. And some of these lakes are pretty full, and we could have a problem there too. If you get, 2, 3, 4 inches of rain and your lake is full, you could have some flooding that could impact some houses. We'll see. Okay, so I'm pulling up Facebook Live. We're doing our stream. I'm going to check the comments, and we'll get to some of those as well. So if you got questions, just shoot them to me here on the screen. So much rain. Oh, yeah. My brother has a flight around 5:40 a.m. Do you think weather will delay his flight to New York? Could. And I don't know. Depends on I'm not from severe weather, but the airport up here, let me show you so we've got a flood watch. It's probably a good time to check that out. Got this flood watch that goes through Sunday morning, but we don't expect as much rain up by the airport. So the airport still is in the flood watch, but the heavier rain is going to be south and east of Kansas City. So tough to say. I kind of doubt it. I think we'll be okay. Let's see, what else do we have before I move on. Good morning. Good morning. Pray for Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma got hit. Nebraska got hit yesterday. Iowa got hit yesterday as well. It's been a bad outbreak. This has been a bad outbreak. Here, I'll try to stay on screen. We are worried about the threat still in Raymore. Flooding, yes. Severe weather, no in Raymore. Can we go to bed without worry of threats? Yes, as from severe weather. Thunderstorms, yeah, we got a lot of them. Nevada, Missouri. You guys are still in the tornado watch. Let's check Nevada. We'll go down here. So we've still got the tornado watch. And you have a flash flood warning there. So I'll pop on. Here's your tornado watch. You can see that you're still in that. Threat's not as high as it was earlier today, but you are at the very northern tip in Nevada of the flood or the tornado watch. So just know that. Let's get these off. Try to get back to my regular radar. Okay, there we go. So I have a way to get warnings in Nevada through the night. Johnson County, Missouri, completely safe from tornado watch. Yes, we're done in the metro. Johnson County, Missouri, Johnson County, Kansas, Jackson County, Platte, Wyandotte, all that stuff. Clay, we're good. We're not worried about tornadoes tonight. All right, threats just not there. If you're in Nevada, you're at the very northern edge of it. Let's see, what else do we have? Lincoln County or Lynn County, Kansas, threat for severe weather. It's low, but you're closer to some of these storms that are punching in, that are still in that watch. There's a low chance that one of those could still have some high winds and some hail. The tornado threat's really low in Lynn County, Kansas. That's why you were dropped from the tornado watch. So you're probably okay. I wouldn't give it 100%, but I'd give it like an 80%. Let's see what else. Johnson County, yes, we talked about that. Belton, we've got Belton. Fine, it's just going to be flood. For about anybody that's in this area, it's going to be flood through the rest of tonight. I'm going to walk you all through that. I'm just trying to check some of these comments here. KCK, good on severe weather. Yep, in the metro, we are good from severe weather. Check one thing here. And Harrisonville, I'm seeing Harrisonville. Yeah, you're good for severe weather. We're not worried about it there. And, okay, moving on. So let's look at some of these areas down here just getting hammered. Let's go to Lynn County. Let's go to Bates County. Flash flood warnings on all of these. These are intense storms. They're not severe storms. They're intense storms. See how long that this flash flood warning goes? That goes until 9:30 in the morning. That also includes Henry County in Missouri. So this is not going away anytime soon. Count on really heavy rain overnight tonight. Let's go to the forecast radar and see how this plays out. So let's get you here. Sorry, I've been on television. My graphics are all messed up. We didn't spend a lot of time preparing for that, graphics today because we were just doing the radar all day. So this is how it plays out the rest of tonight. Look at the stuff that's down in Lynn County and Bates County, how kind of all that moisture that's associated with it gets drawn up, gets stretched up. So in Kansas City, it won't be as intense, but we will still have rounds of thunderstorms. It'll be noisy at times tonight. It's lighter up here by Maryville and St. Joe. Again, getting kind of closer to the airport. It's stormy, but just not as intense. The heaviest of this will be south and southeast of the Kansas City metro, but you see how widespread the thunderstorms continue to be tonight. Not severe necessarily, but heavy rain and flooding. There's 7 a.m. We're still in this at 7 a.m. And by about 9, we should be breaking free on our Sunday by about, we still have some showers, but the intensity comes way, way down by then. The storm system moves out. Maybe just a few patchy showers. Sunday's not a total loss. We do see, these are some scattered storms, 1, 2 o'clock that are possible. What's going on here is you see that line over by Atchison and Lawrence. That's the last gasp of this storm system that's coming in out of the west. It's a cold front overrunning a dry line, and this is one of the mechanisms that's been firing off all the storms, and that's going to sweep through. It finally gets punched through, and when it does, it could kick up one last round of maybe strong storms. Nothing like the threat that we had today. I do not expect a tornado watch on Sunday. Probably not even a severe thunderstorm watch, but if we had one, that would be my guess. So primarily a few pockets of hail and high wind in the strongest cells as it comes through kind of late afternoon. There's 5, 6 o'clock. That'd be our best bet for it. And then once that's out of here, we are done talking severe weather. We're done talking about rain for a while. We're going to look at it clear out. This is by Sunday night and into Monday morning. It is out of here. Get out of here. Go home. It'll be off to the east, all right? So one more look at the forecast radar if you're just tuning in. Here's the heavy storm starting now. They're at their most intense probably about the next couple hours or so, but we still have rounds of heavy rain coming and going and parking out over a big chunk of the area, especially south and east of the Kansas City metro. Kansas City's going to have storms all night long. Non-severe, don't need to stay up and worry about tornadoes tonight, but just a stormy night, and we're going to get a lot of rain out of this, all right? And then by about 9, 10, we're catching a bit of a break. We will have some dry hours on our Sunday, and then there it is. That's the last one. By Sunday, late day, could have a little bit of hail. And because of that, for tomorrow, between 3 and 10, we're going to carry a first warn. We do have a level 2 risk for severe storms tomorrow, but not a high alert type situation. So rain, how much rain could we get? Let's look at the additional rainfall. This is overnight and through tomorrow morning. Tack on what we've already had, another 1.5 to 3 to 4 inches. That's what we get from now until Sunday morning. So we'll say 1 to 4 inches. It's lighter north and west. It's lighter in St. Joe. It's lighter in Atchison. It's heavier in Warrensburg and Odessa and Harrisonville. Butler and Lacine, you guys, you're getting it now. You're probably going to catch one of the higher totals there. Kansas City's probably about 1 inch or 2. So say that's just from now until Sunday morning. Throw that on top of what we have seen today. Let's get a look at that. Just the rain totals from today have been pretty significant in number. We've had 4 inches in some spots. So here's our rainfall from today. Get you an idea. So what have we seen in the metro? Then we'll go in some other spots. Let's kind of look around. It's been generally about 1 inch to 2 inches is what I've been seeing. So let's go by Lee's Summit. Just kind of get you a number of reports. This is our radar estimated rain totals. These are not actual reports, but it gives us a ballpark. So 1 to 2 inches around the metro is generally a pretty good picture. So let's pull it out, and then we'll look at some of the heavier hit spots where we had the flash flood warnings up here, going to northeastern parts of our coverage area. I'm going to get up here by Trenton and Chillicothe, some of these spots. Look at this. Let's see what we had there. 4. Let's go to Trenton. Let's go just southeast of Chillicothe. So some of us up here have gotten somewhere between 2 to 4 inches just over the last 12 hours. Now let's go down south and check like Lynn County, Kansas, and there's Anderson County, Bates County in Missouri, Henry County in Missouri been hit. So let's see what some of these bigger totals are. It's on the very southern edge of our coverage area, over almost 5 inches. There's 6. There's a report of 6. Not a report, an estimation. So, again, some of these spots down here by tomorrow morning could get an additional 3 inches. So if we've already had 4 to 6, we're talking some of us well over a half a foot of rain. I mean, getting up on 9 inches possibly. It could be like one of the grand totals out of this. We'll see how it goes. But a half a foot of rain in some locations might have already happened, and if it hasn't, then it will by tomorrow morning. So that's the story. Here's your 7-day forecast. I'll get back to the comments here in just a second. So if you've got a question, you can shoot it to me. I'll hang with you for a second, try to answer some of these. Our graphic. So because we've just been doing severe coverage all day, this forecast is not updated. So we do not have a first one for Monday. Let me see if I can find a different 7-day here and get you a better picture so this doesn't confuse you. All right, let's try this one. Okay. Well, ignore the first warn weather day and the first warn for Monday. All right, so Sunday has a first warn. That's a mid-grade alert. We have no alerts on Monday. But rather than try, and we'd also, for Sunday, we have a 60% rain chance. That is correct. That could be in the morning, some scattered stuff, and then in the afternoon, those patchy thunderstorms that may or may not come through. Not all of our weather models show them actually developing at all, the afternoon round. We'll just have to see. Monday, we are dry. Low 70s, sunshine. It's going to be great. I do actually have a low rain chance on Tuesday. It's just 20%. Wednesday and Thursday, a couple patchy showers, but not severe. We're not looking at severe next week. It's a much calmer setup as we get into May, kicking off May, and 70s and 80s is going to be sweet. Next week is going to be sweet. Looking forward to it. Okay, let's check some of these questions. All right, let's see what we have here. Sorry, buddy, I'm checking something. All right. Franklin, let's see where we have. Franklin County, Kansas. We'd be looking at heavy rain through the rest of tonight. So that's southeast of Topeka. Let's go over here and look on our radar. See what you're working with there, because there's still some nasty storms there. They're not severe, but they're rather strong. Just a lot of really heavy rain. So you can see how those are sliding in right here. So there's Ottawa. Yeah, just thunderstorms, but it's just on top of what we've already had. This line down here just to the southwest of Franklin's got a little nose to it. Let's see if that's got any strong winds. Sometimes those have strong winds. We saw that earlier. It doesn't have a warning on it, so probably not. But just to check while we're there, yeah, the colors are pretty bright. That might be a 50-mile-per-hour wind gust coming in just west of around Emporia. Look around Garnett. Let's see what this is. This is pretty high in the atmosphere at this point. So it's saying a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, but it's probably just not reaching the surface. So anyway, non-severe, but strong storms. Those are strong storms in the rain. For most anybody that can see me, or that, well, you can all see me online. I forget that sometimes, not just on television, but that watch the KCTV5 on television. The severe threat's rather low, if not zero, and it's flooding. Okay, so my mom was she was in one of the tornado warnings in Clinton. Yeah, we had that earlier. How is KC going to be? KC's going to be wet and stormy tonight. You don't have to sweat the severe weather. It's not going to do that. It's going to thunder and lightning and be noisy, and it's going to downpour. Might have some flooding in some of the prone areas. Topeka, they're okay. Their severe threats off. Essentially, if I pull this radar out, you see this big line here. Those that are on the back side of this, here, I'll kind of draw it. I'll pause the radar and I'll draw it. And then maybe this will help out. If you are behind this, if it'll let me do it. There we go. If you're behind this cluster, you're fine for any severe threat. I know some of us are out ahead of that, and those are just heavy thunderstorms at this point. Let me show you a better way. I'm just going to throw on the tornado watch, and that will help outline it a little bit better. There we go. So this line here, not severe, not in the tornado watch, strong storms. We could have a warning or two. So these are just outside of the tornado watch, just east of Emporia and southwest of Franklin County in Kansas, and there's Anderson County in Kansas. There we go. We just saw the tornado watch get trimmed, even with that kind of line coming in. So this stuff just is not looking to be severe, and everything north of this is just garden variety thunderstorms, not a worry. Yeah, there's a lot of lightning. Do I foresee any severe storms for Warsaw, that area over in Benton County for tonight? Yeah, you guys are still in the watch. I don't think you will, but it's possible. So the atmosphere here is still kind of, you can see how it's still kind of juicy. We haven't taken all the steam out of the atmosphere over here by Warsaw. So there's a chance we get a warning out of that. We haven't seen this line back here want to do a whole lot here recently. It was earlier, but it has backed off a lot. And primarily just the flash, you're under a flash flood warning, and you've got more heavy rain coming in. I know Warsaw, you're kind of south of this line. We've been watching for what we call training thunderstorms, where they set up on a train track. That's why Butler and Lynn County have both been under a flash flood warning and are until 9:30 in the morning, as is Johnson County, or not Johnson, Henry County in Missouri, because these things just keep raking right over. Watch me loop this. But not severe warnings there. Okay, so here's Nevada. We were asking about Nevada earlier. There is a severe thunderstorm warning there in Nevada. Let's see what that one is about. Let's circle back to that. So you can see there's still enough there, but it's just they're not doing the tornado threat that they were earlier. So this is actually highlighting the flash flood warning, and it's got a considerable tag to it. That means that we have potentially life-threatening flash flooding ongoing. There it says that's in. It actually highlighted the Bourbon County and Vernon counties. Those are outside of our coverage area. I was trying to get to the severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, so anyway, around Nevada, that is something that's being monitored closely. Okay, so that's what we have with that. There's so much thunder and lightning. Liberty's just rain. St. Joe, rain, thunderstorm. When I say rain, I mean, you'll hear some thunder, but not severe. But yeah, it's putting on a show out there. Let me see if I can get one of our cameras earlier was really doing it. It was really lighting it up. Let's see if we can show you some of the lightning out there. I mean, all you got to do is look out your window, but this is downtown. Let's see if I can find another one. Our Plaza cam was really pretty good. Okay, let's try maybe our city cam, see what that's doing. Huh, we've got it routed two different ways. Try another one. Let's go to our tower cam, see what that's looking like. Well, anyway, very electrical system moving through tonight. So, all right, guys. You guys are very welcome. I'm just going through the comments. I'm about to hop off here. Been a long day, Warren was on a really long time. Meteorologist Melissa Meter, she was on this morning. She got here early, and I'm staying late tonight. And then we've got Savannah Tennyson. She's coming back from vacation, and she comes back to this. She was having a good time. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, sleep easy tonight. If you're in the general Kansas City area, as far as severe weather goes, we're not worried about that tonight. The watch has been dropped for everybody that's in the KCTV5 coverage area. It's gonna storm, and know that flooding is going to be a problem, but I think we made that fairly clear. So that's it. That's the story now. So we'll look ahead to tomorrow, and everybody stay safe. Have a wonderful night. There was some big lightning if you saw it. Thank you so much for watching us. We really appreciate it. All right, we'll see you later. Have a good night.